That's why I keep promoting tradition, tradition, and going home. The power of Igbo land, but because if people knew Igbo land versus USA, they would promote their culture more. If they really knew.
So the man that you told me that want to set up a computer, is it a digital or what have you, computer studies or something you talk about? Is it to set up in Nigeria or to set it up in America?
No, what I was proposing, I don't know. Do you guys have computer centers or?
Yeah, my company, my company, Boron Group, we can set up computer centers if you are contracted. We can partner and set it up. We also sell computer accessories. We also develop softwares, and we also do a lot of things in information technology communication. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be our project over the next few months. I know because with stock market trading, it could start on. I think it could start on the phone. But that's we have to find. I'd have to. The idea was that hey, if we need to develop our communities, we have to find a way to get money. So it might not be a computer center. The idea was stock market, and that could help you build a treasury for the community. They call it sovereign wealth fund. Set up a community treasury. You put stocks into it. You get minerals or whatever you have. So it's an idea of self-government based on using stocks and minerals. But we need a stock option is something that we need to communicate with people over here about how to get wealth.
Look at what we are going to do.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to set it up, maybe we can choose a location here in the east. Okay, because I'm not comfortable any longer with anything Lagos, Abuja. We can set it up here in the east. We can have a meeting with some of our directors. We can have a meeting. Like I told you, we do sales of computer accessories. We also install business center, computer centers. We also have some other personnel that can manage anything. So if we are contracted or given the job to do it, we can do it and also gather people to sensitize them. So I can send you my website, www.borongroup.com. You can see just a few things we do in ICT and other stuffs. Also do agro tech and a whole lot of stuff, water care engineering, so that we can partner together. Since you've sent it to me last week, and I went to his official Facebook, and that was why I was asking, is he trying to set it up here in Nigeria? And you said yes. So if you want us to do it, which I'm open, or rather we are open for business and partnership, that would be very fine.
Where do you think it might be? Where do you think it might be specifically? Because if it's successful in one place, every community will want it. So
now we can set up a computer center, like from for example, in my local government, mm-hmm. we have the market. The market is there. We can set up a computer center where people will come for computer training. And if we decide to call it a school that is affiliated with the company over there or in the United States, we can create a platform for sensitization, admission, and training. Mm-hmm. So we can get a property. If you want to acquire a property of his own, or we can rent a property. Just a minute. If you can rent a property for like 5 years or 10 years, equip it like a computer school, mm-hmm. a computer center where we type in, photocopy machine, put the internet and all sort of that. Just a computer center or be a computer school. You can mm-hmm. finance it with just little token. Mm-hmm. Can bring out a little token, like say $50,000 or it depends on the capacity of what he wants. Mm-hmm. We set it up and establish it. Then we open it and people will apply. We give them some diplomas courses in different kind of business center and create the awareness. So let my company, our company, be one of the consultants that will manage anything here in Nigeria. And we can do it. Also do software engineering here too. So
with I don't know if you understand Forex or stock market. Oh, you've heard of it?
No. I don't understand anything Forex.
Okay.
But I can talk to one of our IT experts to see. About Forex, stuff.
Yes, stock market. I'm trying to teach people how to use
Forex stock market. Okay, yeah. One of our directors, who is the head of our computer expert, he said he knows about it. Just hold on, let me give you the phone. Hold on. Yeah, he's my brother. He's a computer expert. Yeah.
Greetings. This is Chizoro Ehezel Keke.
Hi, good day. My name is Obiaforaka.
Greetings, Obi. All right. How's everything?
Very well, and you?
It's all right. I've been talking with Chukwuka for a long time about the Igbo states, how they could, the United States of Africa movement, and we're talking to other tribes, and we see what's going on in West Africa. So some people are excited about the role Igbo states can apply in this whole United States of Africa forum, but what's the negative news and things that go on, the Igbo marginalization, but this idea is that we can raise our own funds using stock market to create business centers and computer centers. But I wanted to start small to see how we can get stock markets popular in our communities.
Okay.
I was asking, do we need a computer center, or could we start from our phones? As we're talking to stock market in groups and communities and educate people, because that's a skill that is.
Can you?
Stock market is a skill that I want to become popular in Igbo land.
Okay. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say here. So what you're trying to introduce is if the Igbos can key into the stock market, which is the forex trading in general, right?
Yes. Studying companies
Okay.
and the fluctuations and trading when you make a profit.
Yes. I mean, I used to do that before, but when I had one or two
Setback.
setback, yeah, I had to take a break for 3 years now. I've not,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a little idea of those stock trades like the gold, the normal forex markets, trading currencies and the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, Igbos are naturally audacious. Anybody who it is something that if you have experts that can put them through, understand those their candle.
the candles, yeah. Yes, exactly.
Understand those candles and the rest of them in the trade in the trade stock, then perhaps some of them might want to key in, but some may want to use this mindset of gambling to go into it. That's how I used to see it those days too. And I also understand that the reasons why people always lose money most times is when you become greedy, which also happened to me, because I remember in early 2019 I did that. I used about $100 to scale to about 600 within 1 month. Then I became greedy, and I had to raise my pips from 0.01 pips that I used to do before. I moved it to 0.05, and two trades were on, and they were just in. And I even put my stop loss, and suddenly those entire money wiped out. How I lost that money then? So, and I learned my lesson. I put another about $1,000 too. I also lost that one, so I decided to take a break. So
1,000 USD.
yeah, then
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to take a long break, and since then I've not gone back there. I've just
Yeah, yeah.
left it like that.
Yeah, we've been talking for
So
years. We've had experts who could have done this for years, but now they're starting to raise their prices. Cause, but I know, my whole idea has been for a long time the town hall system should be teaching this, but
okay.
even studying history, that whole system was destroyed during the war. So
Mm,
it's hard to get a elder or a leader who should be taking on this initiative. There's teachers out here, but anytime I approach the elders who say they're in charge of the town development, it always turns into something
mm,
political and they stop communicating. But the teachers have been
yeah.
out here. The teachers have been out here. So we're seeing if either prices are raising. So we're seeing if we can. We're going to be committed because this is something that most advanced communities have. They have investments in stocks. Some communities they have
Okay.
ownership over their minerals. So it's something that can help develop treasury to turn it into other business like
Oh, okay.
agriculture,
Business.
sec-
Okay. 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 Now I'm beginning to
security.
understand the picture you're painting now.
Hmm.
Okay. So what you're trying to do is to see how to use the resources from every community and turn it into
How to use the stock
profits.
market? How to use the stock market to develop every treasury for every community. So if it's agriculture and people
Community.
need or security,
Mm.
but I've been telling the elders and they've been taking ideas and turning it into politics. We've been talking for years, me and Chukwuka, for years, and every time we introduced the
Mm.
elders, they'd understand, but they wouldn't key into it. I think,
You know
yeah.
the thing with these people we call elder now is that most of them are becoming too money conscious. So they are not even looking at the future anymore. And trust me, you won't blame some of them too. Because some will say, I mean, we've been bearing this elder for God knows how long. So any little opportunities that comes their way for them to line their pocket, you will see them in full force. So don't blame them when they turn it political because yes, because that's the only way they get the so-called political class to listen to them.
Hmm.
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So that's the only way they want to get the political class to listen to them. So don't fully. I'm not making excuses for them, but for someone who have been part of community development and all of that, it has always been like that. So those challenges will always be there. It's always good if you want to engage people into that kind of conversation. Let it be those who are already uh, who has something doing, not the ones who just want to wait until free money start coming in. And
Hmm.
those are the ones that are ready to. Those are the ones that you can easily get. But those ones who have something doing, you can't really get them. For instance, I'm only here today because I came home to participate in the funeral of my godmother.
Hmm.
So if I was not home, perhaps we will not have the opportunity of only this conversation.
Hmm.
I'm a very busy person.
Hmm.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So if I wasn't home with Chuka right now, maybe I won't be opportune to hold this kind of conversation with you right now.
Hmm.
Perhaps he'll probably tell me, Obiora, maybe when you're less busy, you can call this number or you can like I spoke to someone about you. He has sent me a whole lot of such contacts, but I end up not reaching out. The reason being that my schedules are very tight.
Hmm.
So you may have to start squeezing yourself and creating time for follow up and the rest of them.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
end up not even doing that
Hmm. I
because I
understand.
just want to do the things that will easily help me take care of my bills at that time,
Hmm.
other than trying to follow up and doing all of that. The back and forth sometimes can be very frustrating.
Yeah.
So really, Kizoram, I honestly don't know how people want to do that. But Nigeria is a whole lot of case study on its own right now. That it's not easy for you to start understanding how people think anymore. Everybody wants free money. Everybody wants to this popular egombute thing. It's becoming a problem. It's becoming an endemic with us.
So
So
your with your experience though, and Chukwuka, we actually met through Henry Kingdom and BIM-MASSOB. So they have a structure that they say it's a government. They take things seriously, and they have chapters and things that are very
yeah, yes.
structured. with your
Yes, yes.
understanding of the technology, and maybe phones could be a tool to use it. Do you think that's something that can work without a heavy investment, to get people
You know,
learning?
yes, technology has really made things a bit seamless and easy. Yes, I will always encourage technology. So bringing tech or introduce technology into their struggle or the things that they do with the government they are trying to create, it will go a long way. Number one is trying to use technological tools to create direct empowerment
Yeah, like
to
use a cell
those that are
phone
trying
to
to.
if we knew the stock market and we just had our cell phone, could they could learn
Yes,
it?
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Instead of having a particular center where they go, maybe
Hmm.
that center could just be a small office center where they could do the inquiry. And another thing about having such centers is that because of our network instability, since the introduction of this Starlink, I mean the one that is owned by your brother over there, Elon Musk,
Not my brother.
the he's the American brother. I
No.
mean, okay.
No.
So, so with the introduction of that into
No.
especially those communities where networks are not stable. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. So, especially those communities where networks are not stable, yes, we can create that. Try to give them phones.
Okay.
I don't know if it's MT4 or MT5, whichever one. Install it on their phone so that they could have limited applications. Let the phone just be strictly for trading.
Okay.
Let them understand the stock market, the trade market, and if they are close to probably a center where they can just sit around within a particular radius and do their trading, since trading have time. Like I remember then trading starts, Australia market starts by 5 a.m. Nigerian time. Is it either 5 or 6 a.m. Nigerian time? Then New Zealand market opens by I think that same time too, because they are actually on the same time zone. So they could trade from that time till 4 p.m. Nigerian time, and most of the stock market will start closing.
Mm.
American stock market will start opening, and the rest of them. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So there should be a timeline between the time they can easily go there, set up their
Mhm.
trades, and continue to do what they are doing, and maybe come back later to check it. Me, I won't subscribe to having setting up a computer center to go there and
Mm.
sit all day doing nothing. No, mobile phones can serve that.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was talking to Chukwuka about is Unify Igbo's Now movement. It's ran by a brother from Imo State, but he's under Aguilera. He's in the Aguilera cabinet, and he's traveling down to South Africa for a sponsorship by the Igbos in South Africa. And South Africa is like Nigeria; it's a federation where some ethnic groups control the states. So now we have two different
Mm.
federations working together. And there's only 10 countries in Africa that call themselves federation or federal, where different ethnic groups control the states and they say they're all a federation. So that's another reason why Igbo states are important. When they talk about United States of Africa, there's only 10 groups that even
Okay.
call
Okay.
themselves a federation in Africa. So Sudan, you see what's going on with the genocide and the war over there. That's a federation.
Yeah.
Ethiopia always fighting.
Southern Sudan.
Yeah, South Africa, the people, a lot of them don't control their resources. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
couple federations, and Igbo land is always going to be in the spotlight. And a university, the Igbo Studies Association professor told me the Igbo people, the ancestors helped migrate across South Africa and Congo. The wars going on, so it's like 400 million people emerged out of Igbo land or the region. So,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a big ethnic group and historical place that a lot of people and governments know about Igbo land and the importance in African history. So and the slavery. So it's a lot of politics always traced back to Igbo land, and you see that we don't get a lot of help or investment, but people know why. So we're going to see what we can do for ourselves and be safe when doing it. So I thank you for the
Yeah.
information. Yeah, I just
You're
had to.
most welcome. So
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to perhaps when you guys are ready. I would love to be part of the project. I mean, it's something so long as it has to do with technology,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy playing around with technology a lot. So it gives me this special joy. So it's something I'll love to be part of. Whichever way you want me to contribute my little quota, I'm open to it.
Okay, I have to see because Chukwuka mentioned he wanted to start in the eastern region, and I don't know if he live in the east now. I know he used to live in Lagos, but I haven't asked
Yeah.
him. I
Yes.
don't know
Yes.
where he's staying now, but even myself, I don't know the
Well,
stock market either. Or I would have more. I'd have more resources, and I'd try to see about setting it up myself. That would be the conversation. But now I have to go fetch the information or the trainers and build a base
okay.
here and back home in different countries that are interested. So we're just in the beginning stages, even though we've been talking for years. We're just starting to see now, okay, who could teach us and what are the
Okay.
logistics or how is it going to be feasible? So thank you. Yeah, I don't know if
Well,
Chuka, yeah.
yeah. Chuka said he wants to stay home. That he's no longer interested in staying in probably continue doing his business in Lagos. He's an adult. Nobody can stop an adult from making such decision, even though such decision is it's a very difficult one. You know, starting afresh. I mean, I'm giving him kudos because I don't know how I don't know how he has been coping with that. Honestly speaking, it's not been easy with him.
So are you guys back home right now?
Let's keep up. So
So which state are you guys in?
be at home and start from home is okay.
Which state are you guys in?
We've discussed Anambra. Currently, I don't know if you know. Yeah, they're from Anambra.
Oh, Newi. I know he
Yes,
said he's from
isn't
Newi.
it? Yes.
Oh, okay, my family's from
Yeah.
Ahiazu.
Oh. I have that. What do you say?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we did.
Yeah, I think I've been to one or two places around there before.
Mm-hmm. Oweri, Abia. Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
But
Thank
you've
you.
never been home before.
I know it's embarrassing, not as an adult. Yeah.
Wow. I hope we will see you home soon.
Yeah. Me too. I got to. God is going to punish me if I don't make a move soon. I can't be talking all the time and not act on it. But
Mm. Please, even if it's just one of the off seasons, because I know that during the season like this, it's always too populated. The crowds are too much. You may not really. Yes, it's fun like that, but I think you enjoy it more during this kind of summertime.
yeah, that's my
Summertime in
yeah.
Nigeria, it's our rainy season.
That
So
but
perhaps you could.
our thing has been this is a controversial part because our thing has been because us in America and Haiti and things like that. A lot of these countries with Igbo people, they're on the spot. The USA has declared a lot of Igbo countries, Caribbean countries, like almost enemies of the state. So it's like
Wow.
a lot of us Caribbean, like Haitians, they start to come home to Igbo land. We've seen one person who he was in the news in Enugu. He got welcomed by the governor. He was Haitian. Then he tried to come back. The USA tore up his visa, and
Hmm.
even when he went to the home country, I was told by the brother Wilson Uche, who was a part of the Enugu reception team. They told me that he was interrogated by his own government what he was doing in Nigeria.
Wow.
So Haitians are 11 million people, and then they've had Igbo kings, and they're famous, but they haven't. You don't see a lot of Haitians coming back, and some of them have money, but it's a lot of corruption. Even Haitians, they said no. this is going to be a traditional territory. Only black people are welcome. And then the USA came and changed their constitution. So Igbo people have done a lot, but it's erased from history. And so just coming back by myself, that hasn't been the goal, is to bring a lot more people back. So, but that's I got to deal with reality. We're working on it, but working on it.
Okay.
You know, Sahel, Liberia is the Igbo country, or Igbos helped create it. There's different empires there. Liberia, Sierra Leone. We've all been talking about coming home and visiting and working together. And we saw the news recently that all tribes except Yoruba land and the Fulani Emirs, Sultan of Sokoto. Nobody else can discuss tradition with other governments. So they barred Igbos from even speaking on traditional matters with other governments. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
That's how terrible it is for an average Igbo man, and it's very terrible too, because even our leaders here, everybody seems scared. Nobody wants to speak up. They're just ass lickers, following them around without making any proper impact.
It's a lot of us. We've been in USA. We've been talking. Chukwuka was we started talking in 2018, and then one of the ideas we got was from the Black Panthers, from African Americans. They have community self-defense. We were talking to all the tribes. Hey, let's work together. So in 2018, then 2020, we saw the politicians suddenly they have an Amotekun Panther security that they didn't consult anybody with.
Yeah. So, that's the government of the Southwest. That of the Southeast, they are yet to come together. What we have is different.
Yeah, that was our idea from African Americans, and everybody was arguing. African Americans were arguing with each other. Our elders, Igbo leaders, weren't acting. And then we just saw it in Yoruba land, and then now we see the security with the Burkina Faso. They said we could do it better. We could do security better than Nigeria, and they said we're leaving Nigeria, ECOWAS. So now Igbo people are the largest ethnic group in ECOWAS now. Everybody said 3 countries left Nigeria leadership. It's crazy stuff. We've been talking for years, and we said this is crazy. Is it time to come home? We want to come home, but we've been talking this politics stuff for a long time, and it's intimidating what we see sometimes. But but we're going to start with a stock market, because that gives us a connection to the business class. It gives us time to talk when we have more resources. When we're rushing bill to bill and we can't pay our bills, 10 hours jobs, we can't really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing how we could transition into stock market. We've been talking for years, but I think we're close now. So it's just we have to do it. So it's not much to talk about. We just have to see how to do it and move forward. But you can expect a lot of us to come home, but it'll probably be under a security banner, because a lot of stuff.
If they try to discourage, I mean, sometimes they try to. I mean, I have a fiance over there. Mm-hmm. I have a fiance who's based in New York, and she's been telling me too that this is one of the challenges, that each time she's planning to come home, and now suddenly she's now saying, "See, I'm not sure I want to come home, because kind of security reports we keep hearing that don't travel to this part of Nigeria, or don't go to Nigeria now. It's not safe. It's not this." But I don't think all of that are true. I think the American government just wants to discourage people from coming home. Mm-hmm. Discourage Africans, especially the Nigerians, from coming home. Or probably, when they come home with a lot of dollars, and people back home, we probably feel the impact of those foreign currency impacting our current market here. There's always positive. See, when they come home like that during Christmas or during end of the year, our market feels it. There's this positive impact in our market. You see a whole lot of money out there. People spend more. People get to do a lot of shopping during that period. So I think that's what Trump is trying to stop.
Yeah, he's the Haitians are 11 million people they said they're Igbo. They've had an Igbo king 200 years ago, and we don't see any of that positive impact. In fact, Trump just sent. Now, let me not say Trump. The U.S. government been doing this. They invaded them every 20 years or so, and this time they're sending 200 assassins, so-called mercenaries. Instead of saying let Igbo people look at the security and the village rural sector, let's see how we can collaborate. They're saying we're going to send a mercenary to kill everybody. Because we have insecurity issues and people saying we should have their own government. The same thing in Haiti, but the USA has never promoted any connection. Even though they started slavery for they know USA has been a very big problem. They know what they've done. They have the records, what they've done in the Igbo land and Haiti and Cuba, Igbos. they know the record. That's why they never want to mention Igbo people by name, but they're always sending weapons. They just sent $200 of weapons to Nigeria to so-called fight. Yeah, right. Yeah, they didn't help any security in Niger or Nigeria. They just it's crazy. It's all our people in the news all the time, but they don't want to say Igbo people are the ones they're targeting. So it's we'll make it through, but we'll make it through, no buts. We're just gonna keep going. The thing I wanted to mention, and I'm glad you're another intelligent Igbo person. There's currently 5 federations in West Africa. There's Nigeria. There's a permanent secretariat for Senegal and Gambia to cooperate. There's something called Mono River Union, Sierra Leone and Liberia, which Igbos, people returning from slavery, helped create. There's Sahel Alliance and there's Nigeria. So that's 5 federations. I mean, the 5th one was the Eastern Caribbean states. It's a total of 1 million people from small islands with West African heritage. They signed a deal with President Tinubu in Nigeria to basically act as a part of Nigeria, cultural exchange. It's not Jamaica with 4 million or Haiti with 11 million, so you might not have heard of it. But some Caribbean states, the U.S. government was talking.
What's the name again? I can't remember now. He even gave the Tinubu government even offered them scholarships.
Yeah.
That happened last month. Was it last month or last 2 months? That name keep escaping my mind now. It's a small island. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's
even less than 2 million.
Yeah, it's less than 2 million people, but some of the islands in their group are trying to get self-determination from Britain, from France, Guadeloupe, Martinique. So they don't speak. Some of them don't speak English. The biggest islands. Then some of them. One of them is called Grenada. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah. I know Grenada. I know St. Charles.
Saint Martin. They're under the Dutch. They're under the Dutch kingdom. Grenada is under King Charles of Britain. So Grenada had a revolution where they they tossed out the president, and they said they're going to start a government based on
Saint Lucia.
Saint Lucia. Yeah.
Saint Lucia. Yeah.
They speak the same language as Haiti. They speak language as Haiti. They have village councils and village governments. And one of them,
really?
Yeah, Grenada is controversial because they tossed out the president system, and they said they're going to use Ujamaa, which is Swahili. It's like the word Isuama. It means we're spreading villages or connecting villages. So they want to use a village African government, and the USA invaded them.
Okay.
They tossed out the puppet president, and the USA invaded them and said you're not using any village system. So then the USA came to that. That was 20 years ago in the 1980s, 40 years ago. So now they went to Nigeria.
Wow.
They went to Nigeria and said we're going to work with you on culture. Because when they tried to do the cultural government, the village system, the USA invaded them. So now USA is deploying military in the area again. They're saying Venezuela and doing trafficking drugs. So they invaded the whole area. So this is stuff that doesn't make the news. But Grenada areas in Venezuela area, they have something called Igbo Gwanad drums, the Shango drums. They have Yoruba connection, Igbo connection. A lot of those islands do. So
Mm.
they're going to be in our area. They're smaller islands, so it's not going to make the news over here. But if we get Jamaica and Haiti, those are the bigger islands that'll make the news. But
News, yeah.
we're trying to get more African American support. So because they have a bigger population, a bigger voice. So, but things are progressing. A lot of the stuff you see in USA News is actually against Igbo people because we have federations in West Africa. 10 Igbo is part of that. We have 50 million Igbos, 50 million Hausa, 70 million. All the big tribes are in West Africa, so they're always looking at us, even if we don't know it. They have tribal federations
Wow.
over here. They have tribal government over here. The native people that were wiped out. Sometimes they have tribal laws where if you don't have this amount of blood or you have black blood, you can't be in the tribe. So
Mm.
it's a lot of stuff that the USA doesn't teach, but they have tribal government over here, and then but they don't promote that over here. Over there, they promote politic parties and division, fighting each other over politics. So, but we're coming home, and don't we just have to we're making a few steps to come home. But
Interesting.
yeah, no, we're making our steps, but it's always politics in the USA. I want to say has their hand in terrorism. France has their hand in terrorism, and if they want to come and talk to our, yeah, think one time the United Nations visited Ohaneze, which we know doesn't have any village to village communication. It's just I want to call it a cabal. No one knows where they are, but United Nations visited Ohaneze one time. And these issues don't get discussed, but Igbo people are the center of Africa in a lot of ways. The Bantu migration that was banned from history. That's part of Igbo land. So 400 million people are connected to Igbo land without even leaving the west, without even going to the west. You have 400 million people that are from Igbo land, Cameroon area. So
Mm.
that's why we've been talking for years, and we're seeing stuff change in Africa, and a lot of it is connected to Igbo land. So we're keep putting out the information, and we're looking at stock market, and I thank you for that information because we've been talking for years, and I didn't even know that information of how we could do it. We didn't know if we needed computers. So we're coming, but Igbo land is the center of Africa.
Mm.
So
Anyway,
mhm. All right,
we'll be here.
brother. You're a Newi?
It's not hearing from me. Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes, I'm currently in Nairobi. Came for a funeral.
okay. May she rest in peace.
Oh yeah, amen.
Amen. All right, brother. I'll let you go. We're going to act on it. Thank you for the information.
No problem. You're welcome.
God
So let
bless.
me hand over the phone back to Chuka. Yeah,
Okay.
Chuka.
Okay.
Please just hold on.
Yeah, Chizoro.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for calling me.
No, no problem.
Thing, thing,
Yeah, you spoke with my younger brother.
oh, that's your brother?
Yeah,
Obiora.
my younger brother. Yeah,
Okay.
Obiora. Yeah,
Yes, he said he
he's a
has
computer
experience.
scientist.
He has experience in what he
Yeah,
was talking about.
he can handle everything. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah, it's
he's a
what he
computer scientist, a software.
it was good information because what he said was that with the to raise finances to start making money, all people need is a phone, maybe, and maybe a community meeting. They just need their phone and they need to know what time to place the stocks to make the trade to make money. But some people might approach it as gambling. So it's important to just educate people what we're using it for as far as community development. And I think maybe BIM-MASSOB might be better as far as keeping people disciplined. And
Yeah,
because BIM-MASSOB is more like the Marcus Garvey, the human rights movement that was so popular and that we've been trying to
yeah,
build. It's important to have structure and a focused mentality, not just to give people money or teach them how to make money and they go scatter it everywhere. They're not doing community projects or individual minded. So
you don't have problem. I'm always very open with you. We've known for over 5 to 7 years now, and I've always maintained my integrity and principle. So
things
once
are
you bring
things are
anything down,
starting to get more consolidated, more in focus. Now the people who are talking security is not only Biafra. Now there's a whole federation in the Sahel trying to get to Chad, and
exactly.
northern Nigeria is connected to the Hausa and Niger. So now we have a whole federation that's based on Sahel security and self determination. And Igbo people and our size, they know about us. I posted on their comment on Facebook, the embassy, they liked what I said. One of the politicians they met was an Igbo man, Gabe Okoye. So they're trying to they have an ambassador and embassy here trying to make sure that they're popular because they're using a military general, and they have their different tribes. So it's military and traditional vigilantes, and so they're doing a traditional system where we used to have military generals and chiefs only. We didn't have politicians. So and that's going against the white superpowers. So they have ambassador here. They liked my comment. But we have the same mentality. Let's go back to tradition. Let's secure our villages and develop. We have minerals. Let's develop ourselves.
Absolutely.
So they're saying what we've been saying
Absolutely.
for years, and they're getting progress. So as it stands, even if we say we're Igbo or Biafran, Nigeria is still a federation. So they can't stop us from saying, hey, this community should, we are our own part of our federation. We could do what we want. We could work with them. We could bring people home.
Yeah.
We can invest with them. So Nigeria can't really do anything about us coming home and working with different places. I reached out to Liberia. That's part of a 4-country federation. Nobody knows about. We have 4 or 5. If we count the Caribbean states that just came back, we have 5 federations in West Africa. So we're going to be talking a lot more and executing plans, because that one the Sahel just made us. We have the Sahel and the Eastern Caribbean states, 2 new federations. And everybody. So now everybody's gonna look who's gonna help, who's gonna work together. And I was telling your brother, you saw what the traditional leaders did, the Traditional Leaders Council.
Yeah.
They they blocked every ethnic group from talking to other governments. Yeah. Yeah. So
there's no problem. So, anytime you want us to discuss about the setting up the forex trade stuff, we can have a joint conference call together. We can have a conference call together and all that, so that we can discuss. Okay.
Okay. And also besides BIM-MASSOB, having structure. Unify Igbos Now, which is connected to Aguilera. They're in South Africa. I think they're important that they should partner.
Yeah, we are following the trend. Our brothers from
Chukwuka Ndukaku out of Imo State.
Yes, Chukwuka
Ndukaku.
Yeah. I know him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay. So, okay. I might have to talk to another guy. He's bringing people home for land investment.
Yes, I have any land, any property you want in the Eastern Nigeria. I have the contact. See, you just make me your contact man here. Let's do the business as well. I told you I have about 8,500 plots at Oka North. I told you. So apart from that, anywhere you need land, Anambra, Enugu, Imo, anywhere, I have the contact. I like something that is genuine. I like genuine business.
No, I was talking. There's another brother who's doing that. I was saying maybe we can reach out to consolidate. But We're going to be working with a lot of you. We're coming home, so I'm just talking to people in USA. You know what we discussed at the beginning, how hard it is, but that's our next step. We're talking about coming home and putting the business together as far as stock market. But you know, you talk genuine business is genuine business is not easy when there's no security. So we're working on it.
No, then now we can start somewhere. Like when it comes to, there is one of our brother who is into there's a popular young guy. He have about 400 hectares of land where he's into tech, animal husbandry, tech, doing livestock business from cow to goat to chicken, all kind of livestock, and he's well fenced. He also invested massively in tech, using technology to drive livestock business. Instead of buying cows from the Fulani, those cows are destroying people's farms. So he built those ranches inside those land. He fenced them, and a lot of things are going on there. And he did that in the East here. He invested millions and millions of dollars. So we are trying to replicate all those stuffs, you know. So
Okay.
that is what I would tell you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to get off the phone and I'm going to organize more people in the USA and the Caribbean. It's because everybody in Africa is saying that it's time to move. So I'm gonna when I reach out because you call me, but when I reach out, it'll be with updates as far as who's ready to move.
It's okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you.